Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and as I'm recording this, it's a few hours before the World Championships of Magic the Gathering kick off. I'll be hosting a watch party on Twitch, so I'm going to try to take care of my voice as I record this video, so that, of course, you on YouTube have a video to watch tomorrow. It's all part of the streak, which, by the way, turns 1,000 on November 1st. Maybe you got that from the cool little hype trailer there, but plenty more excitement and celebration from the streak hitting 1,000 days to come. Today, we're playing the mono white deck that two competitors have brought to the World Championship. This list is from Yoshihiko Ikawa, and I believe that another player is running the exact same list. Mono white aggro, all the way to the World Championship, potentially. Mono white seems pretty well positioned in the field, and this version is especially tuned to go head-to-head with the all-runs Epiphany decks that are very, very popular at the World Championship. You can tell because of some of the card choices. Now that you've had a minute to absorb the deck list, let's get into those. In the 3 spot, always the most contentious part of a mono white deck. What should you play? There are so many good 3-drops for mono white. This version has 4 Elite Spellbinders, 2 Maul of the Skyclaves, 3 Redain, God of the Worthy, and 3 copies of Adeline, Resplendent Cathar. We haven't played this card on the channel yet. We've smashed it a few times. It smashed me a few times. But our first time playing with the card. 1 white, X4, Vigilance Human Knight, legendary. Its power is equal to the number of creatures you control. We're mono white. That's so many. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attack that player or a planeswalker they control. I misread this so many times, and I think I've got it into my head now, but just for those who missed it, that means anytime your creatures attack, not when this creature attacks. So you can play this on turn 3, attack with your 2-drop or your 1-drop, and create a 1/1 attacking token. That's cool. So the combo, the kind of Ember Cleave combo, is to play, of course, a whole bunch of creatures and then play a Maul of the Skyclaves, equip it to the Adeline, and go way over the top. The other 3-drops selected are clearly meant to be against the Izzet and Grixis decks in the field, which are 4 Elite Spellbinder and 3 Redains. That is definitely a nod to, we don't want your big expensive spells, but we're not going to spend too much time fighting creature decks, because cards like Skyclave Apparition and Brûle Cathar, which are very hard to cut in best of 1, are located in the sideboard in this case. We've got some of them hiding over here. This is, of course, a best of 3 list for the tournament, and I'm leaving the sideboard intact for those of you who want to play in best of 3. And if you want to know what changes I might make for best of 1, stay till the end. I'll try to mention them, throw them in at the end of the video. I can tell you one right now would probably be a Legion Angel. The one of Legion Angel is so good in best of 1 and has such kind of diminishing returns in best of 3, but I think that is one thing I would find a way to play. In the 2 spots, we've got the Intrepid Adversary, Luminarch Aspirant, and Sungold Sentinel. In the 1 spots, we've got Stonebinder's Familiar and Usher of the Fallen. Really good to see some World Championship level competitors adopting this sweet little spirit dog. I was a big fan of it when I played with it, and I was always surprised that more people were running Codespell Cleric, but in the World Champs, they busted out the goodest dog left in Standard. And then we've got the removal. There are 3 Fateful Absence and 2 Portable Holes to clear the way for the creatures and let them do what they need to do to win the game. So I'm excited to try out this version of Mono White. I really like the numbers. I think it will be great against any time that it gets ahead. I think it's in danger of not being good enough if it falls behind, mainly because it's lacking those Skyclave Apparitions and Brutal Cathars. So I'm nervous about being on the draw in best of 1 against green. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm confident that if I'm on the play a good amount, or if I'm just battling the Izzet turns type decks, that Spellbinder and Redain will be amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the deck can do, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing how it does in the field at the World Championships. Let's dive in. Let the mono white nonsense begin. On the draw right away, but we have Usher, and Usher can fill curve with the Boast ability, and then we can drop Elite and Redain. On the play, this hand would be nuts, but you know, the draw is the draw. Let's see what happens. Maybe they'll go tap land, and kind of surrender back the initiative. Or miss a land drop. Yes, that could happen. Overgrown farmland. Tapped. What could it be? Now I'm really confused. I send the Usher into battle, and I boast about it. Let's save the adversary to pump the squad. Maybe I was supposed to play it there just for more damage faster. Opponent's not doing anything. Maybe it's the landfall deck? So if it's the landfall deck, Redain stops 2 chariots. Elite might only hit 1. Let's attack first. I don't see any priority hold. I don't see anything. I'm going Redain. I've been burned too many times by I play Elite Spellbinder and the opponent has 2 chariots. Borrowed time, okay. It's under the Redain tax. We're gonna miss the land drop here. Help me, Elite Spellbinder. Alright, there is a chariot and there's a Wren. And there's another borrowed time and there's a Storm the Festival. I think we're gonna take the Wren and try to fly over the top of the chariot.
We did not choose this fight.
We've got to save the portable hole too for a Wren token. Eventually they'll get there. Chariot is here. Okay. Maul. Show him the maul. The opponent will probably play borrowed time on the Sky Maul. But in the meantime, we get this damage. Now, do we take one of these cat tokens? I had said I was going to save... I said I was going to save the portable hole for a Wren reach token. And maybe I'm supposed to. But with the opponent at 5, I can't finish them next turn with the adversary and the elite, because they're going to play borrowed time and probably hit the Sky Maul. Which means they're going to attack me with Chariot, make more creatures. So I think we still play this portable hole. We're going for tempo. It also means that the opponent needs another blocker, plus the borrowed time on the Sky Maul to stop me. And they're gonna storm the festival. Forget the borrowed time. They're trying to hit perfect off this. They get Wren and Chariot.
Trees are old and wise.
So right now they're taking 4. They kept the Summoning Sick one, so they don't get to make another reach token here. I guess Sungold Sentinel is going to have to sneak in for the final damage next turn. 3, 1, 4. So I need to be able to protect the Sungold Sentinel. I also need to get this damage. The problem is one of these will die, which means the Sungold Sentinel won't have its ability. How do I do this? It's so close. But I need to play this. I need to protect it, and then I need to get it to hit for 2 more. 1, 2, and I'm a mana short of all of it. Now I could play to try to top deck that land. My god, I'm a mana short of everything, huh? What do I need? I need the Sky Maul to still be on the battlefield. I need to be able to equip it and then attack. Oh my god. This is so tough. Or I can attack with both, but then I can't defend this. The opponent can just play Borrowed Time, take it, and it's over. If I attack with both of these, they block with one. They attack with Chariot next turn, they make another one. They have two. I could draw the land and then Cave could attack. Okay, so as long as I still have the Maul, I can attack next turn. Like, if I draw land, Cave is lethal too, right? But I have to attack this turn. But one of these, this one dies. We get another 1/1, doesn't do anything. The opponent's at 2. They need to make 2 reach blockers because of the Maul. No attacks. God, that's... I'm really uncertain about that. I'm so uncertain about that. The opponent's Borrowed Time here. We need it to target the Sentinel and forget the ability. If it targets one of my other creatures, then I still don't have the Coven to attack with the Sentinel. So this, to me, is the line that works. And the other lines fail. Oh, if they target the Maul, yeah, that does it too. But maybe we'll find another way to pump this. We also just need to hold off their forces. Everything's green. They do have this potentially white creature. All right, how much can they attack with? How much do they attack with? All right, this says choose a color. It gains hexproof from the color and can't be blocked. All right, so it's not a good blocker. The opponent attacked with everything, though. Everything? 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And they only left one blocker? What? What? I'm down to 3. They needed to leave this back. We find the land. Doesn't really matter now. I mean, are you kidding me right here? Why were they so aggressive? Did they panic? They panicked. Converted aggro player, obviously. On the draw, part 2. It's okay, it all comes around, right? And we pulled out the last one. It was a lot harder than it should have been. Den of the Bugbear, show me the island. Aw. Smoldering Egg. Well, maybe it's still that kind of deck. So, how do we play against it? Cards like Cinderclasm and Prismari Command are scary. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to play the Sungold Sentinel in this spot, but I guess Sungold Sentinel with a +1/+1 counter can get through the egg. That egg's gonna be annoying. No snowlands from the opponent, so the Redain isn't looking very good. Who wants a removal spell? This guy. All right, Adeline, you're gonna have to carry me. That's a lot of Luminarch Aspiradin. Oh, you do play blue. Okay. Going right for the Haven. I mean, you gotta be careful about just snapping that off. Sometimes I need it. By the way, the Shuffler is fine. It's so fine. So we're gonna play Redain. Let's play it pre-combat because it pumps Adeline. If I told you I was playing white aggro and I drew 4 Luminarch Aspirants, what do you think would be the odds that it would be turn 4 and none of them would be on the battlefield? 4 Aspirants before I draw 4 Plains. Yeah, digging. They're digging. They're feeling the desperation. They can hit a 2-drop here. They made a treasure, so they can hit a 2-drop and flip this egg. But instead they play second egg. Second egg, man. It's so bad. Get him. We got some chump blocking going on. Opponent falls to 6. They got expressive. Now they have the Assmouth Dragon. It does 2 damage to any target when they cast a spell. So let's see what kind of spells they can cast. They find Jwari Disruption. They play it as a land. They've got 4 mana, and there's a Redain out there. Fading Hope. That's a good one. Can this card save them all on its own? They only have 2 more cards in hand. But look at this. The machine gun that is the dragon is going to work. I've got more of those, though. There we go. Where are you going? Did you not want to chump block with your beautiful dragon? It's a newborn. How dare I destroy a baby dragon this way? Ah, on the play. It was our time. Our time, guys. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like this, but let's see. Straight in the hole. Our opponent shoots, they scores. Well, you gonna do something? You got plays? What? 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 I finally go first and I play against the Joker running 2 portable holes and drawing both of them. The heck is this? This is nonsense. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. What a load. What a load. Well, that's dead. Get out. All the way out. Okay. They're playing the Croakies deck, so they have 4 portable holes, actually. Get out of here. Nobody wants to see that. I should be saving those for the Stonebinder's Familiar, but I'm salty. So I'm going harder than I should. Alright. Yeah, they run like 20 removal spells in this deck, or potentially removal spells in this deck. So we're probably going to lose, quite frankly, from the position we're at. Drawing 2 removal spells that give them clues, not applying enough pressure. Oh. Well, that's not that bad. So we could trade the adversary for the Redain. Let's have a peek-sees at the hand. Oh my god. Showdown of the Scalds, Reckless Stormseeker, Luminarch. Okay. Okay, so we're going to try to out-aggro them and try to keep them away from the card advantage. I think that means we keep our adversary. Submit 0 here. We'll save those for if we draw a doggo. We have nothing close to Coven. All of our things have 4 power. Magic is weird. Don't draw a land, please. If they pass with any open mana, I'm going to assume they drew Sacred Fire, instant speed removal. Just from the amount of, like, checking out my creatures that they're doing. Yep. Okay. Well, don't have to worry about the instant speed removal now. We also know they didn't draw it. So, where does your Luminarch put this counter? It's kind of a big deal. Offers trade. Well, we can take it. They're thinking about it. So, I think I'd take it and then see if I draw another removal spell. It would have to be the 3rd Fateful Absence, but you know how the Shuffler is. Whereas if we trade for it, well, if we trade for it and we draw the land for the Sky Maul, we put it on the adversary and they have to chump the Sentinel. Whereas, I guess they would still have to chump block the adversary, so no blocks. We're still going to attack with this, though. It would be nice if they would take the trade. How do we feel about attack with all? If they give up their Luminarch Aspirant for my adversary here, and they block here as well, and they go to 5, then they're facing a 3-2 and a 2-1, and the 2-1 can make a 1-1, so this is unblockable. They're almost dead, but not quite. The important thing is that they don't kill this, not this. Yeah, let's hold it back. They're not going to chump this. If they double block it, good. Yep, down to 5. Asha. That's a full Coven once we boast. So this won't be blockable next turn, as long as the opponent has... Well, if they have creatures of different colors, they'll be fine. Empty-handed. But it can block a Sky Maul. Another clue gets cracked. +1/+1 counter. Where does it go? It goes on the Spellbinder. Land. Jam the Maul? Or make this unblockable. Opponent says, good game. If we put it here, they have to block here. So they can trade with the Usher, go to 1. They have to block this. We could also withdraw the Usher, and they stay at 5, but we have the potential Coven next turn. I think this is fine. All right. Can they survive? You got it? All right, Redain. Stormseeker. Hasty Redain knocks us to 20. Play our Redain. Give this pro red. Now the Stormseeker can't block it. And it also has to block the Redain, so... Or the Redain has to block the adversary. So, that's game. On the draw, I guess it has a removal spell and we'll try it. Also has just a lot of action in general. No one drop. Not great. Black red. Black red's tough. So what's it gonna take? I guess we'll just get this going for starters. Yeah, this deck is not equipped for an Innistrad Predator. They aren't expecting many of those in the World Championship field. Probably not equipped for a Stormseeker either. What a beast. Yeah, attack with that Kalane, please. Okay. I think we still have to get in our damage. And I think we need to get this on the board to make sure that they don't Gold Span or Predator us next turn. They have a Meathook Massacre. What? I guess we're already big enough to avoid this. We're going to have to keep the Luminarch Aspirant going up. The Deadly Dispute. So they have land number 4. Then they have the Deadly Dispute on the Kalane, which gives them a treasure, which gives them enough mana to use both the Goldspan Dragon and the Meathook Massacre. Now, we could try to, like, take the Dispute, but they'll have 4 mana next turn anyway. Does it have to be the Massacre? Are we just going to die if we don't pick it? It's that or the Dragon. The Dragon's a bit of a killer, too, but it's not going to hit us next turn. And I have the Fateful Absence. I'm going to take the Massacre. We'll see if they just... Yeah, they could also just play the Massacre next turn, right? And kill the Spellbinder. And now that we know there's a dragon coming, we can put a counter on this Spellbinder and try to make it a trade with the dragon, I guess. Opponent with the double attack, sure. That's very aggressive. That's very, very aggressive. Flip to Night. Frostbite is their draw. What a perfect draw. That is a perfect draw. Yeah, kind of unfair of them to draw so well in a spot like that. Not very fair. Yeah, no black-red decks at Worlds for the Japanese players to worry about. Let's see, if this is a 3-4, I don't have good blocks against it either, so I guess we'll go like this, like this. So that flips it back to night, or back to day, I should say. And we put a counter here, and we wait for the dragon to come hit us. So they can meet Hook here. Ugh. Yeah, there's just no way out of this one. There's just no way out of what they did to us. Okay, they did give up their treasure. Oh my god. Okay, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. You freaking... Wow. Lieutenant, I salute you. What the God. Well, we're on the draw again. Not a great hand, but on the draw, I would say removal spells are way better than on the play, so I'll keep it. The goodest doggo has to go the distance. We can put a counter on it with the portable hole. We can give it flying in first strike. Let's see what happens. Woof. Okay, it's gonna be one of those days. Hard out here for an aggro player. Alright, let's take this Luminarch. Let's put a counter here. Let's attack, I think, because I don't plan to block. And I need to Sky Maul this, then I might block. But yeah, I can hope they don't have removal and that the Sky Maul on the dog will kind of dominate the battlefield. Okay, we've been Stormseekered on the play. I think this is the third time. Like, that is not what this deck is, like, designed for. Also, that's just incredibly unlucky in general. So, we're having a rough day. We're still winning most of our games, but, like, I feel bad for trying to showcase the deck because this is nonsense. Come on, doggo. It's all you, man. You've got to shut this crap down. Yay! Don't I get a counter for that? You put something into exile? Whenever one or more cards are put into exile during... Oh, your turn. Yes, of course. All right. Yeah, I'll block. First strike. Ever heard of it? It's good stuff. No, you're cool. You're cool. If we pass the turn without playing a spell, it turns to night and the Stormseeker is Broco. But we can Fateful Absence it, and I still can't race them, right? The problem is if they play another Stormseeker, it's on night. I still think I should hold this up, but... Like, the Stormseeker on its own still can't attack, right? I'm not sure. Not sure. I'm pretty sure this is the only day-night card that they're going to run. But they still might draw two of them. Shuffler's fine and all. Usher. Yeah, we can let them give the bonus to an Usher. We'll block whatever they give the bonus to. Whoa, they played a Smashing? I wonder if that means their last card's also a Smashing. And they're trying to get up to the mana where they can get this. This Familiar might be able to do it, guys. It really might. They don't have any white mana to boast with. Okay, no attacks. Maybe I don't want to give them a clue and help them draw into what they need. Okay, we can double spell here. That will flip the day-night cycle. Yeah, they did have another Smashing, but they played it as a shock land, which means they have another Smashing, right? I think so. So they smash this, they smash this. I still have the Familiar, and we're right back where we started. They took 3. That's a big deal. Shuffler's fine. That's the combo. Combo achieved. When to start attacking? Like, next turn, it's a 3-turn clock, but I don't know if I can hold the opponent off very well. There's a gold span, okay. I need some vigilance. What's a guy got to do to get some vigilance on this puppy? Yeah, no attacks. So, do I kill the dragon? Holding 4 mana open a turn is pretty hard. Let's get rid of it. Land. Land! All right, 2-turn clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's try to win. Let's make them figure out how to deal me 11 through a Sentinel. They'll get to look at 2 cards. And they get to flip this. Okay, it's a lot closer than I thought. I forgot about the flip. So I block a 3. I take 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Can also draw land and make this unblockable. That would be lethal. If I save it. The opponent should attack with these ushers. They haven't done anything in so long. Ooh, they're going here. They're going in with everybody. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. It's lethal. They got me. They actually got me here. Ah, well, that's what I get. Exact lethal. Forgot about the day-night thing. Ugh, heartbreaker. I thought we were going to get back into that. All right, it's aggro day. The shuffler owes me about 4 or 5 go firsts. You owe me. Come on, it should come to around 50-50, right? Just gotta win anyway. It's all you can do. When the world hates your guts, all you can try to do is win anyway. Woof. Should I play Ranger class or Werewolf Pack Leader or Lotus Cobra? Tough decisions, I know. All right, nothing to exile, unfortunately. But we can offer them a trade with the goodest of dogs. So this is not the matchup we want. The sideboard is very much for it. In fact, I think we've only played against one blue deck today, which is definitely a heartbreaker. Now, see, on the play, that would get taxed. But we can't do that on the fucking draw. Yeah, you better thank your lucky stars that you played this chariot last turn. Thank your lucky stars. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Nope. All I want to do. Make a cool video with an aggro deck and watch Worlds. All I get on the draw, God drawn on over and over. And again! Again! On the draw. What the hell? I think we have to. I think that they're going to get way too far ahead if we don't take out this Sentinel. Like, on the draw plus Sentinel plus curving out with land is unbeatable. All right, that worked. That worked. They had to take a turn off. Let's get this ticking. This does mean they'll have Old Growth Troll. Next turn we have to play Redain because of Sentinel. Okay, Briarbridge Tracker. A little worse than Old Growth Troll, but probably means they have a Chariot for sure, right? So we play you. And we gotta try to make it big enough so that fighting it is hard. And they do have the Snowland, so they can brawl it. Just like I said in the last matchup, this is really hard. This is not the matchup that we're hoping for. This deck is more tuned to beat the blue decks, of which we've played not like one copy of so far in today's games. So it's been a rough time, is what I'm trying to tell you. Free 1-1. You love to see it. Opponent does trade their tracker. Thought they might. I think it's worth it to get the 1-1 there. I could have also put the counter on Adeline, but like Blizzard Brawl would still kill it. Blizzard Brawl's just freaking broken, to be honest. All right, no Chariot. Their draw, these trackers are good, but they're not great. So that, like, we have a better chance in this game, I feel, than we've had in a minute. So we'll play the adversary. We'll pump it. Now this can attack. We might as well attack with the others as well, because we're gonna make another. Oh, should have played the Usher for one more point of damage. We might be able to steal this one. What could the opponent do? They haven't played a Chariot yet, so they haven't had one. What is their hand? What is their hand? I don't know. It could just be land. They found the Chariot. That's probably the best thing they could get there, just in terms of going wide and staying alive. Do we attack with the adversary? We don't want them to power up Chariot and block one of our smaller creatures. And if we attack with everything, they can't really do that. This gets blocked here. I think that's fine, because we're making another anyway. Yeah, everybody into the pool. Let's go. Everybody but the adversary. See, they even tried to block it, and it's like, nope, not attacking with it. That's my baby. You can't have that. You can't have that. That's my baby. That's the thing that keeps me in this game. Okay. All right, all the salt came out on top. Trackers didn't really do it. Still trying to piece together how we pulled that off. I'm guessing they drew too many land and got their Chariot too late. The trackers weren't high enough impact. All right, I can feel it. I can feel the on the play-ness. This is going to be it. This is going to be it right here. We're going to go first. We're going to go smash, smash. Easy video. Finally. Okay. All right, win anyway. Just win anyway. Also the third straight mono green, I think. Maybe fourth. Third or fourth. Oh, not mono green. Okay, all right, wolves. Ows. Don't really want to trade this for that, so I'm going to play this. Because this does need to die. Or does it? What are they going to do? Oh, well, they're going to kill this anyway. Awesome. Going second is great, guys. It's really great. I think we play the Spellbinder. Let's try to... If they had a good 4-drop, they probably would have played it, but it might mean they have a great 5-drop. Oh my god. Really? Okay. Really? Really? This is an absolute. This is absolute nonsense.
Humans and werewolves existed in a delicate balance.
Mama told me there'd be days like these. No, it's Mama said there'd be days like these. There'd be days like these. Mama said. That's the line.
Follow the enemy's scent. They're close.
Cool. Good top deck. Good top deck for turn 5. Pretty solid curve from the opponent. This is it. This is the one. This has to be the one. It can't get worse. It really can't get worse, right? Oh! And the curve! If I lose this one, you can take my aggro card and I can't play it anymore. This is what all those aggro mages get to do to me, right? Feels so good. It just feels so good all the time. So playing Adeline, we could make the 1/1. Is the opponent going to counter something? They might have Fateful Absence, right? Is it better to play the Spellbinder? I think the Spellbinder can come after this. They might also have Jwari. I'll take the risk. Wow, had the Jwari. Nice. What is going on? They also have Apparition? I did not expect that. What is going on? So they're one of these blue-white tempo attempters. What cards actually bother us? Not the Spellbinders. Not the 2-drops because of Portable Hole. Is it Guardian of Faith? It can protect from the Fateful Absence? I think the adversary is actually kind of a big deal, right? A body plus phasing. Also, our opponent's got... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spells. They have 6. They're ahead right now as far as bodies. Just having bodies. What they don't have is straight up removal. So let's try to take this Elite Spellbinder to the moon. Man, that Jwari. That Jwari. Could have played around it, didn't. I'm gonna regret that. I can feel the regret. Well, they know now not to walk into a portable hole. I hope they attack. I mean, they're thinking a lot about it, but I hope they do. It's a free point of damage for me. Yeah, that's a big no-no. That's a big oops. Could Portable Hole the treasure, but right now if they spend their mana on it, I'm happy. See, now potentially the Spellbinder getting through is lethal. Let's see if they draw the answer. They can play another Spellbinder, but once it gets a +1/+1 counter, they just have to chump it. And then they have to block it every turn. Wow. So they have, like, a way to bounce this, maybe? The Fateful Absence was the crucial draw. You're not the only one with instants, baby. Even that felt harder. Man, it's making me work for it today. But that, you know, it washes a lot of salt away when you can work for a win and get there. And we are back for the post-game wrap. And we went 5-4 under what I would describe as hostile conditions. I mean, this was definitely a day where we rarely went first, and our opponents had it at like every spot in the curve a lot of times, and we did not. So to be able to ink out a winning record, having gone second, 5 in a row at one point, we were on the play twice, we were on the draw 7 times, and we went 5-4. I think that you could say, if you can do 500 or better in hostile conditions, imagine what you can do if you're a little bit luckier than me, CGB. So I think that overall it's an endorsement of the deck, and I think that the card choices of playing Redain and Elite Spellbinder will pay you royally in some matchups. Redain, in particular, against the aggro decks, is only good on the play, which didn't really happen for us. But against like any kind of blue-based deck, I think that you're heavily favored. And do you need Skyclave Apparition and Brutal Cathar in best of one against all the creature decks? The matchmaker will pair you more often against decks that are just like yours. So we're going to play a lot of like Boros. And then we hit like a stretch where we played like 3 green decks in a row. And it was just like, there's Skyclave Apparition and Brutal Cathar are a serious comeback mechanism in those matchups. So do you need them? I think we saw that Fateful Absence and Portable Hole can get us through for damage here and there, and I guess that's what the deck is overall about. But this is very much a list designed for a specific field and not necessarily for best of one. I might make a video in the future of how I would tweak it for best of one, but it's pretty close to the list I played a few weeks ago as well. So you might want to go back and check that out. Legion Angel, I would definitely get it in there. I would probably trim... Gosh, what would I trim? It's actually really hard. It's always harder to take things out. Maybe 1 Fateful Absence, just because drawing multiples of them and not enough pressure is a death sentence, because your opponent has card advantage now and can grind you out. So maybe I'd trim like a Redain or a Fateful Absence for Legion Angel. And other than that, a reworking of the deck, such as moving the Redains and the Spellbinders to the sideboard to add Skyclave Apparitions and Brutal Cathars if you really care about beating creature decks, is the move to make. However, I also think a lot of people run aggro decks like this because they hate blue and they hate control decks. If you hate control decks, this is the right configuration. Stick with it, even though you'll lose a few times to green mages. So that's my advice on the deck. I would have enjoyed the games more, I think, if we're a little more balanced. But at the end of the day, I still pulled a 5-4. So can't be upset. Can't be as upset as that you feel sometimes. That's why a stats tracker like Untapped GG helps you. Sometimes you get perspective. I've had plenty of videos where I like, God, that was bad. And then I look at the stats and I'm like, oh, I went like, 6-4 or something like that. I'm like, that's still like, that gets you to Mythic. 5-4 eventually gets you to Mythic. And I'm sure that this deck is capable of much better performance in slightly more fortunate hands. So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to go host that World Championship viewing party now. I'm so excited. And I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.